Today is Seafood Sunday. We got some fish, shrimps, and chips. Stay tuned. Welcome back to my channel, Domo Squad. And if you're new, this is your first time dropping in, thanks so much. Hi, I'm Dominique, Domo for short, and original because I'm one of a kind. Like I said, today's Seafood Sunday, let's get cooking. All right, guys, so we're gonna start out with my side really quick. Got some coleslaw, and I'm sure everyone knows how to make coleslaw. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add me a little bit of onion. I got my grater. I like a little bit of onion. I got a little yellow onion, and I need some in my coleslaw. And to me, if it's grated very, very fine, then it just adds just that thing. Add some mayonnaise. I prefer Hellmann's. You can use whatever you like. I'm gonna go in and give me a nice couple of scoops. And no, I don't measure, so that was, I guess, 2 tablespoons. If I had to suggest, I look like I might gonna need some more. So I just like to start out so I can see what's going on. All right. So I always add me some vinegar. Just a tad at first until everything starts to combine and come together. And then I can see if I need to adjust it later. So I'm just gonna mix in the coleslaw. And of course, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go with some salt. I have coarse salt. Just put a little bit of that in there. And I have some ground pepper, some fresh peppercorns that I'm going to grind in. All right, so I think I need a little bit more mayonnaise, so I got me another spoon. And I'm also going to take some sugar, and I'm gonna sprinkle in some of that. And then I'm just gonna stir, and then I'm gonna taste, and I'm gonna see what I need to do next. All right, I'm just gonna grate a little bit more. And as you see, it's very, very fine, but it definitely gives it a flavor that adds to it. And we are just about done. I'm gonna throw a good top on this and throw this in the refrigerator and get started with the main course. All right, so I have 2 pieces of fish, 2 Krogers, one with a head on and one with head off. I've already pre-started to give me some slices, and that is just so I will be able to let the seasoning in on the fish. So we're gonna do that on both sides. Right, so now we're just gonna take this lemon. I'm gonna slice that. I'm gonna use half of that. And we're just gonna rub the fish. We wanna make sure we get that fishy smell out as much as possible. I mean, you are making fish, but the lemon helps reduce that smell. So we're gonna go ahead and, like I said, get all in the cavity, up in this head, and make sure that it's really rubbed. The fish has been cleaned and washed down beforehand. So this is just the last part. All right, so I just cut off these tails. We don't need those. And rubbed my fish down very well. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and go in with some seasoning. I have some salt that I'm gonna go in with. And I'm just gonna put that up on here and rub that into the cavity. Like we said, we wanna make sure that our seasoning is able to penetrate the fish. go in with some garlic powder. And we're just gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna make sure we rub it all really good on our fish. So I'm just gonna go in with some lemon powder. Excuse me, lemon pepper powder. And of course, we're gonna rub it like so on both sides in the cavity and make sure it's well seasoned. All right, so now we're gonna go in and do the same thing with some onion powder. All right, now I'm gonna go in with some fresh peppercorns. Just line some up on there like so, and again do the same thing and make sure we just have us a well seasoned fish. Alright, so now I'm gonna go in with some flour, and either you can set it right inside the bag, or you could just flour it like so. So I don't know, I'm feeling a little lazy, so I might just flour it right here like so. Instead of jumping it in the bag. Alright, so my fish is all floured, and I'm just adding a little bit more seasoning, because like I said, we want flavorful fish. Alright, so now we're just going to go ahead and get everything seasoned real quick. So we're going to go in with our shrimp. And this is 1.5 pounds of medium shrimp. So we're just going to go ahead and give it some lemon pepper and pretty much the same seasonings that we were using. Last but not least, we're going to take that lemon that we use for our fish, and we're just going to squeeze some of that in here on our shrimps. We're going to give that a nice toss so we can coat these things. Like I said, we want all of our stuff to be well seasoned. These are nice size, medium. They did come from the fish market, so I may hit them with a little bit more seasoning, just a tad. Alright, so it looks like that's good. Alright, so like I said, they're all done, and we're about to get ready to season these. Put these in flour, not flour. This time I decided to try the Red Lobster Fish Fry. And we said we want to see how that's going to come out. So I already have some in a bag, a Ziploc bag, and I'm just going to put them in there. And these guys, I'm actually just going to jump in the bag. And that'll just make that process a lot easier. So I'm just putting these in here. And we're gonna bring all of this over to the deep fry, and let's get started. All right guys, so I forgot about these. I can't get started because I have 6 whiteys that I need to season. So not to bore you, I'm just gonna go in with my same seasonings. So we're gonna drop in our first one with no head. Now we're gonna get the second one in here. Alright, now we're gonna drop in our last one with our head on, right into that grease. Alright, so we got them cooking up in there. Alright, getting those guys to cook. We're going to let them cook for at least 5 minutes on each side. Alright, just checking on it, and it looks like it is cooking up nicely. Alright guys, so now I'm going to go in I'm gonna come in and flip this over. Ooh, I'm looking right. I'm gonna flip this over. I'm gonna let them cook for another 5 minutes. So, I'm gonna get ready for my shrimp. Got them in my bag here. And I'm just shaking them up so I can get a nice good coat of that red lobster batter onto the shrimp. Alright, so we got those shrimp dropping down. Alright, so that 5-minute mark we have reached, guys. This thing is fried to perfection. I'm just gonna flip it all over on top of it. And we're gonna take these out. And I'm gonna set them over here so they could drain out. And I'm going to move this big burner, this big basket, so I can switch it in for my shrimp. All right, so we have the fish sitting here cooling on a rack, and boy, does it look tasty. So like I said, we're gonna move on over to the shrimp. I decided to put it in the big basket because I still have some more whiteys to do too. Guys, so we just gonna pull these out and we're gonna add this to our baking rack, so we can let these things just cool on. All right, and let's be back with our last couple of things. All right, guys, so we're about to make our fries using the spiralizer that I just got, and I wanted to try it out and see how good it is. So here's my first time using it. And I'm gonna make some curly fries. And so far, I think it's coming out curly, is it? All right, here we go. I see something rolling. All right, so we're gonna get that going, and then I'm gonna drop those down. We got those cooking. They're looking good to me. All right. I like the way that is coming out. Excuse me. Just moving them around because I am on my Loco double burner. I am out in front of my house. And dinner is on the way, guys. So yeah, some fresh fries. Straight out that potato. Moving them around because they're very light. Some of them. And we want to make sure that they all get cooked nice and golden brown. Gonna pull these up. And we're gonna put them right here on our rack. And we're gonna get these last fish up out of here. it for a little bit of seasoning. And jump them just a tad. And hit them one more time. There we go. All right, those are good to go. So now we're gonna step on over back on the other side where we just had our fries at. And we're gonna go in, guys. And I decided to use these hush puppies here. So we got our ice cream scooper full. And we're just gonna go lay one in there. All right, so the grease wasn't quite hot on the first couple. So we got 2 pancakes and we'll have 3 balls. Guess what? They're gonna all taste good. So I'm just pulling these out. As you see, ooh, these are done. Them up there so they could drain. Got a nice ball here. Got a funny shaped one there. And we got one more back here. Yep. All right, and here's the last one. All right, so one more thing I'm going to add. As you see, they are all nice and juicy. Different shapes, but they all taste the same. Good. All right, so this is our last fish here. Our whiteys. I decided to save those for last since I had so many other little things I wanted to accomplish. And these just take a couple of seconds. These are our whitey fillets. And we have those in our fish fry. All right, so we got them all fished up. Right out our bag. Just gonna drop them in the grease. So that fish is up and we are getting ready to plate. All right, so I am going to make one for my baby girl. So she wants whiting, of course. So we're gonna go ahead and give her some whiteys. She's growing, so we're gonna give her 3 nice pieces. We're going to then give her, I'll put that on last, sorry. So we're gonna get her some shrimps. And I got a few plates to make, so we're gonna see how this work out before we start giving out too many shrimps. You know how people can be. So we have that Kroger here with the head off. We're gonna add some shrimps with that one. And we're gonna make another one for my baby boy. He likes whitey as well. And of course he loves him some shrimp. And I'm going to make one more, which is for the queen. That would be me. See that? I got the hat on. I keep my hat on, y'all. Give me some shrimps. All right, so shrimps be going quick, you know that. So we just gonna drop a shrimp in everybody's box. You know, got eyes looking at me hard, saying I better hit their box. Now he might play, so I'm gonna hit me twice. Okay, so we got the shrimp, we got the fish. Right, guys? So I don't know, do I want to put the other stuff separate? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some fries up in here. Some odd chips, excuse me. got some chips over here. And we're gonna put some chips over here. And some chips over here. So we have all the fish and shrimp and chips on our plates. Let's bring these plates closer. All right, guys. All right, so now it's time to pass out our hush puppies. So we are going to put one in each box. Alright guys, and so now we're gonna get our coleslaw together. Alright, so that's been in the refrigerator, so that could come together nicely. So that is ready to go. I don't know how much you can see that, so that is ready to go. There we go. Everybody know what coleslaw look like, but everybody ain't taste mine. See how that do? All right, so we're gonna throw these in some soufflés. Since this is cold and everything else is hot, I'm a stickler on keeping my stuff separate. All right, guys, so it is all done. I have all 4 of my plates plated, ready to go. I can't wait to eat. These things look everything. So drop down in the comments, let me know if you like my video, if you're gonna try my recipe, and let me know how it is. Again, I thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next one. Thanks, guys.